That's all right. I'll get it back. Maybe. We're good. Good evening. As we begin the January meeting for the Franklin Special District, we would ask that you would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, which will be led by Miss Amy Patton, the principal at Liberty Elementary. Ask that you remain standing for a moment of silence as well. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, recognitions and good news. We're going to start with our Student Artist of the Month and Mr. Townsend.
Yes, for the student artist of the month of December is Annie Nichols. Are you here, Annie? All right. Why don't you come up here while we talk about you? Franklin Special District celebrates the December and January Artist of the Month, both second graders from Liberty Elementary. Annie Nichols is the December Artist of the Month, and Natalia Rodriguez Aldana, are you here? No, is January's selected artist. Annie and Natalia created beautiful holiday and winter themed prints in Mrs. Elizabeth Gallagher's art class during a unit on printmaking. While printing, they played with a variety of concepts, layering ink colors using mirror images to print readable names and letters, and using actual leaves to print textured designs. Students reused discarded prints to create a frame around their favorite print, adding another layer of color and texture to their artwork. Annie and Natalia's artwork is on view with other pieces by Liberty Elementary's artists at the Central Office Gallery. Our thanks, as always, goes to Chuck Sugg and Sonic Drive-In for their support of the Student Artist of the Month. Let's give it up to Annie and Natalia. Did Dad get a picture in time? You got it? All right, all right.
All right, continuing with good news, Miss Bell.
We would like for Dr. Decker to please come forward. Tonight, we are proud to celebrate Associate Director of Schools for Teaching and Learning, Dr. Mary Decker, who has been named a national finalist for the 2026 Women in School Leadership Awards presented by AASA, the School Superintendents Association, in partnership with Horace Mann Educators Corporation. Dr. Decker is one of only two finalists nationwide in the central office principal category, an extraordinary national honor recognizing her outstanding instructional leadership and commitment to student success. Her work has elevated teaching and learning across Franklin Special District and earned national recognition through multiple conference presentations highlighting the district's innovative data informed practices. Award recipients will be announced at the 2026 AASA National Conference on Education in Nashville. Congratulations.
Thank you. All right. We have a proclamation for School Board Appreciation Week. Ask Franklin City Mayor Dr. Ken Moore to come forth, please. Thank you, sir.
people that have to help me. Thank you for the kind invitation to be here tonight. And before I actually do this proclamation, I want to brag on you a little bit. You know, I've always been so proud of the academic achievements that you're getting with your students in the special district. But I've had a lot more experience this year interacting with some of your students as we've launched our Healthy Democracy Project through the National Civic League. We were one of 2 cities in America that were picked to have a Healthy Democracy Project. And we've had a series of meetings, and much of what has come out of those meetings is the need for more youth involvement. So we've had the opportunity at breakfast with the mayors to host students from the special district. I've had the opportunity to meet with a number of students already, and recently met with all the student body presidents here in Williamson County that we could assemble. So we're studying and looking at what may be the best opportunity for us, whether it's some type of youth advisory committee, but we're eager to continue to grow the civic mindedness of our students and understand better how government works. I think so many times maybe we give them a skewed view on a national level, but I think whenever you look at a local level, whether it's a local school board, whether it's a local board of mayor and alderman, you see a great deal of cooperation among each other and also with the community. So with that said, congratulations. So listen up for this proclamation.
Thank you, sir.
Whereas an excellent public education system is vital to the quality of life of our communities and to the economic development of our state, and whereas school board members represent a tremendous resource as local decision makers and diligently work to overcome the challenges of a changing world, while providing students with the services and opportunities needed for a quality education. And whereas school board members support and appreciate the efforts of students, educators, and administrators whose diligent efforts have led to Tennessee having the highest graduation rate on record. Whereas the men and women of our local school boards are elected by the people to make decisions most appropriate for their communities and deserve recognition and thanks for their countless hours of service to public education in Tennessee. Now, therefore, I, Dr. Ken Moore, Mayor of the City of Franklin, Tennessee, do hereby proclaim the week of January 25th through January 31st, 2026 as School Board Appreciation Week, and I urge all people in Franklin, Williamson County to help us observe that. So, congratulations. May I present it to you?
Oh, thank you, sir. Yes, thank you. Appreciate the
Bid
opportunity.
y'all a good night and hope you have a great
All right,
meeting.
thank you, sir.
I'm out the door.
Okay, grab him.
Quick picture.
You need to hold that. Look at it.
How we gonna, out here? I like that orange.
Yes, yes, Kevin, you should. Yeah, all right. Appreciate Mayor Moore always coming to do that for us. And we look forward. I think we've been given our assignments as to what schools we will be going to. So the next meeting, hopefully we can report on the great time I'm sure we'll have, because I've been given instructions tonight about my school, so I'm looking forward to it. So, all right. Public input. There is a podium to my right if there is anyone here for public input. Seeing no one, we declare that public input is now closed. Reports, presentations, and discussions. Dr. Decker.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Tonight, the Teaching and Learning Spotlight illuminates the RISE Award. recognizing inspiring school employees. From the Tennessee Department of Education website, the RISE Award honors classified school employees who provide exemplary service to students. A classified school employee is defined as an employee of a state or any political subdivision of a state or an employee of a nonprofit entity who works in any grade from pre-kindergarten through high school in any of the following occupational specialties: paraprofessional, clerical and administrative services, transportation services, food and nutrition services, custodial and maintenance services, security services, health and student services, technical services, and skilled trades. Congress established the award as an annual designation beginning in 2020. The TDOE, in coordination with the governor's office, selects up to 2 nominees for the RISE Award annually. That's statewide. Applications and nominations submitted by local educational agencies, school administrators, professional associations, labor organizations, educational service agencies, nonprofit entities, private schools, and their representatives, parents and students, and community members will be considered. The FSD was very proud to announce that Safety and Attendance Supervisor Ms. Selby Glass is one of 2 state finalists for the 25-26 RISE Award. She was recognized at the TDOE Principal and Supervisor of the Year banquet in December 2025. Further, the U.S. Secretary of Education will select a single classified school employee from among the nominees to receive the RISE Award nationally by spring 2026. Nominees for the RISE Award must at minimum demonstrate excellence in work performance, school and community involvement, leadership and commitment, local support from coworkers, school administrators, community members, etc., who speak to the nominee's exemplary work, enhancement of classified school employees' image in the community and schools. And on the screen, I wanted to share a couple of photos from the Supervisor of the Year banquet that occurred in December. That is Ms. Selby Glass with the other RISE Award winner in the state for Murfreesboro City Schools, Julie Seymour. And then we have another photo, of course, with Dr. Snowden. Thank you.
Selby, who could not be here tonight, but thank you. Dr. Snowden, Director of Schools Annual Report.
Yes, sir. We've provided you with an annual report of the state of the Franklin Special School District, and this is based on the 24-25 school year. And it's always a little later because we wait for the state report card and results from state testing. Like to recognize and thank Dr. Decker and Teaching and Learning Team, and Dr. Esslinger and Finance Administration, and Ms. Reardon and Susanna for their input and help in developing this annual report. We endeavor to make it comprehensive, and as you see, it's about 49 pages, I believe, in length. And to change things up, I thought I would just read all 49 pages tonight. I'm kidding. If you have any questions, though, we'll be glad to answer any of those about any topic that's in that annual report. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any questions or comments? All right, thank you. Approval of the board agenda. Is there a motion? Mr. Townsell, is there a second?
I'll second.
Ms. Bell, all in favor? Thank you. Approval of the consent agenda. Is there a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
Ms. Newman, is there a second? I'll second. Mr. Townsell, all in favor? Thank you. We are approved. Business before the board. Dr. Snowden.
Yes, item 1 is the 24-25 audit reports. Copies of both the annual financial report for the FSD and the individual school activity fund report are being presented for your review. Mr. Andy Matlock from Matlock Clements will provide an overview of the audits and answer any questions that you may have about the reports. Mr. Matlock.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Thank you for inviting me here to present both audits, my annual visit, and I appreciate being in your new building. I was talking to Dr. Esslinger, and this is my first meeting in your new building, and it's obviously a very nice building. So I'll begin. Obviously, I'm presenting 2 audits, and these are for fiscal year ending June 30, 2025. Those are wrapped up in the fall. So starting with the internal school funds audit, we dated that report October 6, 2025. We issued an unmodified opinion, which is what you want, a good opinion, a clean opinion, or as Dr. Esslinger said, a squeaky clean opinion. It's all the same. It's good. There were no, and honestly, in all the years we've been working with you guys, I don't know that we've not had an unmodified opinion, which is good. Again, this year we did not identify any significant deficiencies or material weaknesses in internal control, which go hand in hand with the audit and issuing our opinion on the financial statements. Just a few numbers. Your total fund balance at June 30, 2025 for all the schools combined was $669,000. It was up about $30,000 from last year. Total revenues were right under $1,997,000 as opposed to $980 the year before. Expenses $965, which you expect your revenues and expenditures to kind of go hand in hand in your internal school funds, because the idea is to spend that money on the kids. So again, those kind of mirror each other, which is exactly what you want. Like I said, so just a slight increase in fund balance. Your total assets ended at $668,000 for the year. Any questions on the internal school funds report? We obviously, with that, working with the bookkeepers at the schools, and we're able to do an annual bookkeeper meeting and have input from them. And it's always, not just saying that because I'm here with you guys, but it's always my favorite bookkeeper meeting. We work with over 20 school systems, and the bookkeepers do a really good job, and they try hard, and they're very vocal, which is good in those type settings because they have an opportunity to learn, and I have an opportunity to learn. And even though we're the auditor, we try to be a building block, not necessarily a stumbling block, to just because everyone wants to be on the same page, and the comptroller is constantly changing rules and guidance and those kind of things. So we try to stay on top of it and help everybody try to understand what they're trying to say. All right, so I'll move to the district audit report. We issued that report December 8th, 2025, and then we also issued an unmodified, squeaky clean opinion. And also in that, we did not identify any significant deficiencies, any material weaknesses in internal control. And in addition, that's what's considered a single audit due to the federal awards. We did not identify any deficiencies in your federal awards, any deficiencies in internal controls surrounding those federal awards. So it was, in fact, a squeaky clean audit. Just a couple of highlights, couple of numbers. Total assets for the district, right around $224 million at the end of the year. Total net position, which is your assets and deferred outflows minus liabilities and deferred inflows, was a little over $52 million. Just a slight increase or decrease from last year, but right around the same. Capital outlays, obviously you guys had a lot of activity the last year or two. Capital outlays totaled a little under $13 million for that fiscal year. Any questions on that? So they were good audits. It's a pleasure working with you guys, working with Dr. Esslinger. It's when things are good, obviously he's happy, you guys are happy, but it makes our job easier too as an auditor.
Thank you. The administration recommends approval of the audit reports as presented.
All right, thank you, sir. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Ms. Bell, do we have a second?
Second.
Ms. Newman, we'll do a roll call vote, starting with Ms. Newman.
Yes.
Mr. Blair, yes. Ms. Bell?
Yes.
Ms. Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Townsend?
Yes.
We are approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Good to see you.
Item number 2, 2027-2028 FSD calendar. After a thorough review and discussion at our retreat last Saturday, Consideration of the 27-28 calendar is being presented to you tonight for approval. Thanks to Dr. Decker, Faith Maxwell, the original calendar committee, and also the small district team that took part in this process, in which top priorities were, number one, to align with the WCS calendar. Number two, the length of breaks to be a full week for fall break, Thanksgiving break, and spring break, and a 2-week winter break, and to not begin before August the 1st. And we were able to meet all of those priorities in this calendar. And so we're recommending version 1 for the 27-28 school calendar.
Thank you, sir. Is there a motion to approve? Mr. Townsend, is there a second? Ms. Barker, is there any discussion?
I just want to thank everybody for their hard work in creating this. This is, we shared at the retreat, actually Robert shared, this is probably the most talked about item that we have outside of people thanking us for participating in activities and the love that we are able to give to the students. And it seems like every time we go to the grocery store, this is you're going to see someone and they're going to ask you a question about this. So.
I'll jump in as well. Yeah, I did mention that it's the thing I get asked the most about is the calendar. Yeah, no problem. And then I get feedback on starting the Friday before the when you come back to school, and then the discussion whether we start on a Friday or Monday. The fact is, the best we can do as your board is support what you tell us you want, what calendar you want to have. So the first thing I ask is, what do they say they want? And it was close. It's always close. So that's good. So even though we might not vote on the one that you suggested, hopefully my board members will follow me and will support the one that you said you wanted to have. So I just wanted you to know, we don't try to think, no, we can do better than them. We'll figure this out. No, we want to hear what you want to tell us. When we hear it, that's what we want to vote for.
I also appreciate the process, and I know we don't have a lot of parents here tonight, but there's so much that goes into the calendar, start dates, how many days we have to be in, professional learning days, things like that we take it really seriously when we do the calendar, when we start, when we have breaks, and there's so much effort that goes into it from the admin team that it takes a long time to get to this version. So we have considered everything, and hopefully it will make everybody happy.
Thank you. Any other discussion? If not, we have a motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote. Once again, Ms. Newman?
Yes.
Mr. Blair, yes. Ms. Bell?
Yes.
Ms. Barker?
Yes.
Mr. Townsend?
Yes.
We are approved. Thank you. Dr. Snowden, Director of Schools report.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I want to take an opportunity, and I know we talked a little bit about this on Saturday at the retreat, but we're very proud of our school district, our schools, and the state report card recognitions. As we talked about Saturday, Franklin Special District is only one of 14 districts across Tennessee with the exemplary district recognition, and the only one in the Middle Tennessee region. And as I reminded principals and the people of the leadership team, you know, every school contributes to that exemplary status. We wouldn't have been able to achieve that without the work from every school. In addition, all 5 elementary schools were recognized as reward schools this year. Also, Franklin Elementary, Moore Elementary, Poplar Grove Elementary, and Freedom Middle all earned the letter grade of A, while the remaining Franklin Special District schools earned a B letter grade. And I don't know about you, but that's a really good report card. I know my parents, as long as they were A's and B's, and they didn't want a C or a D or especially an F. But so we're very proud of the work of our students, our faculty, our staff, our school and district leaders, who are obviously very instrumental in these successes. Professional Learning Administrative Day, January the 2nd and the 5th. We provided both professional learning and administrative days for the opportunity to prepare for our students' return on January the 6th. I'd like to thank Dr. Carlton, who helps or is in charge of and develops our professional learning session schedule. So thank you again, Dr. Carlton. School Board Appreciation Week, and we've already started discussion tonight with the proclamation. That's January 25th to the 31st. The theme this year is Local Leadership, Lasting Impact. You've already received, hopefully, an invitation to an individual school to honor and recognize you for your service to both the students and employees. In recognition of your service, the school district will be donating a book to each of our media centers. Spark by Chris Barron for grades 5 through 8, and Sally B. writes a thank you note by Courtney Shinmel and Susan Verde for grades K through 4. Thank you for all your support, your time, and dedication that each of you devotes to this school district and our schools and our students and families. Spring open house. I think that deserves a round. Spring open houses will be February the 27th. Interested families may attend at any point during the hours of the open house. They may tour the schools, and there will be individuals who can answer any questions parents may have. Open house hours are 8 to 1 at FIS, FMS, and PGS, and 9 to 2 at FES, JES, LES, and MES. And additionally, the PAC will be available for tours for families that day. Registration for the 26-27 school year. Please check our website for detailed information on the registration, which will begin March the 2nd. The out-of-zone and out-of-district application link will open on February the 16th and will be available through March the 19th. Statement of disclosure of interest to Tennessee's Ethics Commission. As always, please submit your annual statement to the Ethics Commission if you have not already done so. The access is online filing with a deadline of January 31st. Retiree Valentine's Day Brunch will be Wednesday, February the 11th. Invitations will go out shortly for this event. Please mark your calendars to join us on that date if your schedule allows, and that will be at Liberty Elementary that morning. And I forget, what time do we start? 9:30 start on that day. And then we have information in your packet related to conferences and meetings. That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, sir. Any comments or questions for Dr. Snowden? All right. Updates, teaching and learning, Dr. Decker.
Nothing additional. Thank you, sir.
All right. Finance and administration, Dr. Esslinger.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. We do have some positive financial news. The sales tax collections of January reflect an 8.3% increase month to month, and that brings our increase year to year to 5.4%, and that's pretty significant compared to previous months.
Thank you. Tim would be proud. Yeah, good. Are there any announcements from the board?
I just wanted to share how much I appreciate Franklin High School allowing our Poplar Grove students. I don't think I heard about if there was one from Freedom Middle, but I know there were 7 band students and 1 guard student that was able to participate in the Rose Parade. And they normally will matriculate into the school, and so that's part of the reason why they had an opportunity. I was stopped while I was walking my puppy the other day, and the student shared that he had to the reason why I'd seen him walking around the neighborhood with his instrument was because they had to prepare to walk 7 miles because it's a 5-mile track that they had to participate in. And it was just, again, buttons are just bursting. It's just over how excited we are when students are thrilled to share with us their opportunities as they're matriculating into the next level of educational experience that they have. And I just, again, it reminded me that I want to thank the band, orchestra, all the arts that we have that pour into our students on an early age so that they can show off when they go to Williamson County or wherever else they're going to go, because they are being prepared in a wonderful way. And again, just thank you for how you guys all orchestrated that to happen.
Thank you, Mr. Townsend.
I hate to follow that, but I'm gonna follow it. School Board Appreciation Week's coming up, And instead of me going to the school like we normally do, I'm going to invite my wife's here. I'm going to invite the school over to my house. So as long as she's okay with that. Okay, I can see that's a no. Never mind.
Yeah,
Forget it. I'll go to school.
Okay. You do that. All right. Anything else from the board? No. Okay. See, we have several members from the Leadership Franklin class in the audience today or tonight. We'll ask if they would stand and introduce themselves. Of course it is. Of course it is. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I might add a great partner with the Franklin Special.
Yes, he is. All right. I know there are a couple others. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mary Whitney. I'm also in the same class and project team as Shane, and I help connect churches to the Franklin Special District.
Hello, I'm Gina Level, also in the best class, and
Yeah.
really have enjoyed this meeting. A lot of great news. Thanks for having us and letting us come.
Yeah.
I am Summer Sheldon, and also obviously in the same class as these other knuckleheads that are here tonight, marking some things off our list. But thanks for having us and enjoying learning about y'all's process and what it takes to do schools.
Linda Fisher, same wonderful class. Thank you so much. I love the efficiency of this meeting.
You too.
Alicia Erickson, happy to be here.
Of course you are. All right. Thank you all for being here tonight. Appreciate it. If there's nothing else that commands the attention, we are adjourned.